And we're back, folks. I moved to the town of Oakdale in November of 2022. And if you know me personally, you know I love my historical architecture and I'm very preservation minded. My home here was built in 1957. Original finishes in the tile in the bathrooms and the kitchen, original oak wood floors. Today we're going to be talking about two historic homes referred to as the Twin Sisters. And I have the one pager here from the realtor. It is the listing agent is Linda Gann, and linda.gann, Gann, at compass.com, broker associates. And her telephone number is 925-766-5329 if you were interested in these two properties. So 151 and 161 South 3rd Avenue here in Oakdale. One of the homes, if you're facing them from the street, the home on the right was built in 1890 and is 2,032 square feet. The blue house on the left was built in 1883, 2,264 square feet. And they were originally purchased as a pair per the listing agent by her family 20 plus years ago, and they have not done anything with them since. They had visions to restore them and turn them into antique shops, was what she had mentioned. And this is from the one pager. Don't miss the rare opportunity to own a remarkable piece of local history. Prime redevelopment. Endless potential with the right vision. These beautiful Victorian homes blend timeless craftsmanship with enduring charm. These properties feature There's a typo. They feature historical structures with significant architectural character. One of them stripped through the frame, so that's tough. Ideal for a business owner seeking a distinctive site with commercial potential. Priceless opportunity to make it your own. She was very nice, very cool. I talked off camera with her about the history of the properties. People get in over their heads, and when you see the footage that you're about to dive into, you will see it is going to take loads of cash, probably an investor. Red brick foundation, a cripple wall on both of them. It's rough. So sit back and relax as we dig into these sad historic beauties. She had mentioned that they may be potentially relocated. She had said the outsides had to be preserved. They were like designated by the city as historic, so you can't change the outside, but the inside is a blank canvas, because when you see, there's not really much preserving left to do for the inside. It's pretty much basket cases for both of them. So thanks for watching. If you're local, I'd love for you to subscribe. I'm mostly talking about movie reviews, food reviews, stuff like that. Let's dig in. We're here in Oakdale, California on 3rd Street, or is it 3rd Avenue? We're here with Brian from Foundation Repair California, and we buy houses. And we're gonna be finally, it's been years, we've been wondering, we've been waiting about the two sisters, these Victorian era twin houses side by sides. They're finally here on the market. They're marketed as a redevelopment opportunity. So we have a foundation inspector here and construction background. We're gonna go find out. Okay, so this is the first of the pair. Looks like plaster and lath. Smells very strongly of urine. It's just got the original wood floor. That probably, I don't know, you think it's salvageable? The problem is, if it's permeated with urine,
probably not.
You're not gonna get that smell out. Looks like it's got an original fireplace. See, look at that original detail there. The ceramic glazed hearth. It's all original. It does not look like it has a chimney stack anymore. All the masonry is removed. As you can see, it's just plaster and lath, so the chimney is long gone. But it looks like they replaced it with the wood burning insert.
Or a jukebox.
Or a jukebox. Again, incredibly strong smell of urine. This is the kitchen. Oh yeah, so that's the backside where the chimney was.
Former chimney.
Yeah, it's gone. Oh man. The urine smell is unbelievable.
Somebody's been living in there.
Oh yeah, look at, there is animal waste or human waste, we don't know. So here's the original front door. Is it salvageable? Maybe, if you're preservation minded and you have empty, low, deep pockets. So this is like a screened in porch. Was this a bathroom? Yep.
Yeah, it still is.
Looks like it has a 1950s shower.
It's been used.
So much poop. This might have been a dining room. Man, the urine smell is just overwhelming. Behind the stair closet. So this is the formal living room, and then it has a front parlor. Probably originally there was probably a floor heater there, is my guess. There's access on the outside. Let's look upstairs. All right, we're going up. So it looks like somebody started restoration up here. Walls are cut away. The insulation is newerish. Oh. It's another bathroom. You could see the old fixtures there. The tub is long gone. Oh, there's another floor. So you got a breaker panel here. Looks like they started sheetrocking in here once upon a time. Good luck, Jesus is Lord. There you go. Looks like they started restoration here. That framing looks newer. This does not look like 1890s redwood framing. This is the original framing here. So this whole back is an addition. So this is all newer.
Or it was rotten out or something.
You could see in the old redwood. What do we got? Like a little sauna. This was a walk-in closet with cedar sides. Oh man, more fecal matter. Holy smokes.
Nice paneling.
The smell of human waste is very strong. Gas line, probably or a steam line for an old radiator. Another bedroom. Look at, here's all the old double hung windows saved. All the old original windows. So if you're wanting to put it back, plaster and lath has been stripped off already. This room. This just reminds me of the house on Tolia in Modesto. People were crying about it being completely gutted and redone and removing all the Victorian character, but I mean, is this salvageable? What do you think? With deep pockets.
With deep pockets.
Hundreds of thousands, do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And we haven't even looked at the foundation yet. So they have done the drywall in here and they put wallpaper in, but it's all gonna have to come off again. Here's an original door. Let's go take a look at the attic space. No more original stairwell here. It's all just newer plywood. Someone was doing something. An abandoned project in an attic space, it looks like. Wow. So they were starting to work up here. The smell of urine, once again, it is not as bad up here. But this framing looks, so the whole top of the roof, I wonder if they pushed, this doesn't look like 1890s framing. This is all newer.
Convert this into usable space for sure.
So you could see, was there a fire or is that just tar?
That's what I was wondering.
I think that might be hot mop.
Tar.
So this whole extra area was an addition because none of this is 1890s framing. Or did they just tear off the top and then rebuild it?
Or was there a fire?
Or was there a fire?
I don't smell fire though.
I don't smell it either. So there you go. This is house number 1, folks.
Questions about that. Yeah, that's good.
And they're asking $850 for this, which I'm guessing is just throwing a price out there and seeing what people come up with. There's no way that's a realistic price for what needs to be done here. What's in there? Just more attic?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is all newer.
Storage space.
None of this is the old framing. All right, folks, we're gonna go tour house number 2 again, this is a red brick foundation, and you can see it's brick set on the ground as well, so there's no concrete underfooting, it looks like. Tell me your thoughts about that, being in the foundation repair industry. When you see something like this, what's some things that you think about advising homeowners?
Usually run.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this one looks fairly solid.
You don't
I mean,
see any of the pointing going? You don't see any shifting in any of the brickwork?
Here, but that's probably moisture.
Okay. Or the...
You know, I would definitely want to dig it out, see how deep the footing is, and see the inside, the basement.
We went in this one. We're going to go in the other one.
So, yeah, more discovery needs to be had.
Just go on in, they said. So these houses have been abandoned for over 30 years. The current owner bought it 20 plus years ago and hasn't done anything to it. They bought it like this and then they've just let it sit. So there is some cinder block there. Oh, that's what she was saying. They put an I-beam and the corner is broken away right here. So this would need to be re-poured with reinforced concrete. You probably couldn't even get a bank loan on it with something like this, could you?
Maybe a local bank here, understanding the historical situation.
So again, this is the first one that we just went into. The lot goes all the way back here.
So this wasn't expanded onto it.
I guess not. Maybe they just redid it because of the red brick frame. I don't know, but the framing was new.
There had to be some probably moisture damage.
Yeah. So this is, again, it's 2 lots, but they're being sold as a pair and they're listed at $850 a piece, but the realtor said that was purely just to see what kind of realistic offers they get. They are preserved, but then it's also open to redevelopment. But the people that are selling it would like for them to be restored, but you got to have really deep park pockets. It could be rezoned for commercial. Let's go tackle the other one. The other side, you can see it needs to be repointed right there. But then what is going on? Oh, that might just be covering the access.
Well, it's pretty extensive. That's a large access.
Yeah, so there appear. Oh, you could see the I-beam sticking through. So there's a huge portion of the foundation missing right there where all those railroad ties are. So that would need to be re-poured.
Yeah, that's gonna cause an issue. How do you resolve that?
You're looking at, and then look at, here's the other brick foundation. You could see the window access there, but again, it's not going to match if you put reinforced concrete there. Do you just redo the whole foundation, maybe do a basement dig out, add square footage? I don't know.
Basement dig out would be a great idea.
Maximize the square footage, especially if you're going to be rezoning it for some sort of commercial endeavor. And this is the other one. You got more red brick foundation there. This side doesn't look bad. You got the wind. See, I think there might be a basement. Those look like framed out windows.
Definitely a basement.
Okay, so again, this is the next door neighbor. If you're interested. Is there access? Oh wow, it's open. What's it look like down there? Is it just a crawl space?
Yeah, it's a crawl space.
So the arch on this one's busted out. So this is its original location. A neighbor of mine thought it had been moved, but you're not moving red brick foundation. If you're moving it, you're pouring your reinforced concrete back. Big backyard. So the property line goes up to the Cottonwood Cafe property. And we got Mr. Crawlman over here. He's ready. He's ready to go into that crawl space. Can you see enough to gather any opinion? I don't know. Red brick makes me nervous. we'll come back later, folks, with our opinion. Okay, so this is the second of the sisters. This one is completely stripped of all plaster. The other one still had a lot of the original plaster. This one doesn't have the strong urine odor that the other one does, and it looks like they were doing open concept in here. Holy smokes. It's still got the original wide plank floor. You'd be surprised at what they could do with floor refinishing, although...
This floor might be a little bit to save.
Definitely there was a squatter situation here. The framing looks good. I mean, you don't see any termites just to the naked eye or any type of drywall, but again, this old growth redwood was way less susceptible to water damage and pests because of the tight growth rings. Man, so this one has been totally gutted. But it's a blank canvas, and with money, anything is fixable. They've already done all the work for us on this one by removing the plaster and the lath. There's an old Singer sewing machine. Wow, that's an old mixer. More fecal matter. It's almost the same layout as the other one, except for they've totally just removed any of the original elements. But they've already, oh, look at the old knob and tube wiring. Okay. There's the old door frames with the transoms. So they did save some stuff. That's cool. Can you repurpose it? I don't know. Ah! Yeah. Hat pin in my shoe. We're going up. The original stairs. So they did save some. Again, all the flooring is original. Railing is all gone. So this one actually has, this is just confirming what I felt about the other one, Brian. This was originally just a 2-story with no attic, because if, as you could see, all the original framing is still in this house. They added on a new top to the second one and expanded it, because this one still has all the original redwood from the roofing and ceiling. So the other one, they bumped up onto a 3rd story. Here's all the original moldings and shiplap. Here's some of the original doors and double hung windows. More original molding. That's cool. You're gonna have to put all this back together and figure out what goes where. Again, nothing is marked. This one does not have the pet odor that the urine odor that the other house had. There's the door out to the balcony. I actually think this is a better canvas than the other one. But the other one, they bumped up, they added that 3rd story attic space. This one is the original configuration that I am certain the other house was. But you can see they did put new roofing, like she said 20 years ago, they put a new roof on it. You could see all the MDF up there. Okay, so we're gonna recap here. What are your thoughts on the pair?
Pair of big projects, but interesting. Would be fun for the right person.
This is definitely,
I think there's opportunities to do several things
with an investor or someone with really deep pockets. That's just, whether you're preservation minded, I don't know, folks. It's just framing at this point. And then you're having to come back in and just figure out what you're gonna do. Because this one's been totally gutted. It's just a wood frame at this point. Okay, folks, that's the wrap it up for the sisters. It's sad that they were allowed to sit for this long, but I guess it's private property. You could do whatever you want. Until next time, we'll see you then.